Good morning. It's Friday morning. I'm Sherry Lewis, and I'm the co-host of Momentorship. And boy, am I excited about being a part of this community. I will tell you, however, I'm needing you to get on there and do some posting. I need some people to talk to, and you're the ones I want to talk to. So today I want to take us back to the basics of what we're trying to accomplish with Momentorship, and that is creating your opportunity to have access to one of the finest mentors I have had the privilege of being exposed to. And of course, that's Mo Anderson. And Mo has shared with you over these many months her mentor, Gary Keller, and Phil DeMuth is one of her mentors, and the list goes on. Well, I want to talk to you, however, if you don't have this very specific mentor in your world, there's mentors everywhere. Steve and I had an opportunity to go to New York City. And we went with this group of 35 people, and it was an escorted tour, and it was a lovely couple who was our escorts, and the gentleman stayed in the front of the pack, and the wife stayed in the back of the pack so that they could keep us all together. And we spent 4 exciting days in New York City, and I'd love to talk to you about that. However, that does not, time does not allow me to do that. What I do want to share with you are the 2 mentors I met on that trip. They were part of our group. And this group was couples, and it was ladies who had lived lives that they had found themselves now by themselves. And this one little lady was 92 years old, and the other one was 89 years old. And they kept up with us step by step. It was so fun to watch their energy and to watch their laughter and to watch them fight hard to stay up with all of us. And at 92 and 89, oh my gosh, they were just inspirational. And my husband's 6'2", and he's got this white hair. And at one point in time, he went back to him and he said, now I know that we're all kind of walking along here, so I'm pretty tall and I've got this white hair. So you keep your eye on me so that you don't get lost, because we need you in our group. But I got the privilege of sitting with them in the Stardust Diner where all of these young people are performing and trying to get on Broadway. And I sat across from them and I started asking them questions. And I said to them, I said, you know what? The 2 of you have really inspired me on this trip. And they looked at me and they said, what are you talking about? And I said, here you are. And I don't know your ages. I didn't know their ages at that time. And I said, however, I'm going to assume you're somewhat older than I am. And yeah, you keep up with us, and your curiosity and your inquisitiveness and your style and your grace. I'm just learning from watching you. And they looked at me and they smiled and they said, well, we are older. One was 92, the other was 89. And they both had had long, long marriages, and they both had been widowed. And they lived in a high-rise complex together in their own units, and they were great friends. And I said, so tell me, what would you advise me as I look forward to becoming your age? And they looked at me and they said, don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Don't ever stop living. Don't ever stop doing things. Volunteer, have friends, play bridge. Oh, by the way, they played bridge like 5 times a week. Those 2 ladies that day made me feel so young and yet so old. Now, what I'm really telling you about is that if you look around your world, there are people to inspire you in every place you go if you're looking. Now, if you're sitting there thinking you know it all and that you don't need mentors or that you don't need to learn, I'm here to shake you, because learning and growing is what will keep us young. New York City, miles and miles of walking, 89 and 92, and they stayed right with us. Could you? I plan to. Join me next Friday for some other story I'm going to share with you. Glad to see you, glad to have you. Wait for Mo on Monday. Have a great weekend.